Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you're well, and if you have some time today, I hope you can journal too. Today I'm working in my Hobonichi Day Free. I'm going to make a May spread. I have a few things I've gathered, some pre-prepped pages. If you care to see that, that's in my May playlist. Oh yeah, and a cup of tea. So I hope you grab whatever you enjoy, some supplies, and can journal too. And later in this video, I'm going to use these markers and that plastic bag to prep more backgrounds. I saw this week Shannon Green. She's a longtime YouTuber and creative journaler, and I loved her technique. I caught that when I wasn't feeling so well this week. I got extra YouTube videos in one day. So yeah, that also explains the tea. So pardon my voice. There's a little bit of allergy and just getting over, one of those yucky things from the middle of the week, but all good now. So as I jump into this journal spread, I have some ephemera from the week. For Sunday on Mother's Day, that's a little tag from the Mother's Day flowers, which is so sweet. And then I have these cute spring washi tapes. I love the purples and pinks. I also made these Monday through Sunday stickers on my Procreate app. So I'm going to grab those and a little bit of packaging. This is the top of those Wild Wonders tomatoes, and I thought that would be fun to put over kind of like a window or a little see-through element on the page. So yeah. So how are you doing? Happy May journaling to you. I hope things are going well. We are in a kind of a heat stretch, even though normally the temperatures I think are more in the 60s. The last couple days have been in the 80s, so it's been really toasty and kind of summer-like here. Nice weather in terms of getting outside though, and just a little tea and maybe honey in it to keep the allergies under control, and all is good. So for this spread, I like to do two pages a week. That's kind of my journal practice. If you're not familiar with my channel or with the Hobonichi, well, by the way, welcome to my channel. And with the Hobonichi, the day free is undated pages, except for the calendar pages in the front. And I've tweaked my journal practice just a little bit. I'm starting to prep pages a little bit ahead of time. I'm really liking that. Putting down, this was some Tim Holtz Distress Oxide and some Tim Holtz images, like the black and white flower on the bottom right and the shell on the bottom left. And I'm just going to add, sometimes I add a bit of magazine pages, and of course I just added that image to the top. So on the top left, what I put under the Wild Wonders is from the trail map. On Sunday for Mother's Day, we went on a really nice hike, and here's the other part I just cut down. So it's a really pretty wildlife refuge, bird sanctuary. So we started where that little blue house is, and there's an arrow. My hand will move in a minute. There we go. And it was it was a windy day, but it was a really nice, fun thing to do on Mother's Day with one of my kiddos. The other one, I just had a phone call because weren't able to travel. So anyways, I'm going to journal a little bit more there, but I'm going to move on for a few minutes to the splashy background. So in the middle of the week, I had I had a not pretty day where I was not pretty day and pretty sick. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean. And the good part was, since I was hanging out on the couch, I have heard of Shannon Green. I've seen a couple of her videos, but I really had some fun watching her channel. And she has I think in the last few months, she has a Hobonichi and she was doing this technique. So I know I've done variations of this, but definitely I was inspired by her. I've used my acrylic black, for example, with the Distress Oxides, and I think I've used plastic wrap. But anyway, this is what Shannon did. And these are Crayola markers. So if you have those in your stash, or if you have kiddos, really inexpensive markers. And then I'm looking around for my spray bottle, but I cannot find it. So I grab a little cup of water and my paintbrush, and I'm using that instead. So this technique is a nice splashy watercolor effect to make backgrounds. Smushing it down there. Oh, I like that. I like the bright colors. And I realize Shannon, when she was doing this, because I think she used a spray bottle, I'm pretty sure, she folded the pages together, both sides, and then pulled, and she had a really nice print. It was almost symmetrical. But I didn't, in this way that I'm doing it with the paintbrush, I just don't have enough water on my page. So I am gonna reapply. See how that goes. And I realize also it's a little bit light on this side, but that's fine. Similar colors, doesn't have to be exactly the same. Sweet. I think that's a really simple technique. I am going to press this down. If you don't have a bone folder, I always just grab the back of my scissors to press things down. All right, that got a little bit more, not much, but I like that. And as I said earlier, it's a lot like watercolors, so it will dry lighter. So if you want to write on it and use markers, or I tend to use microns and Posca pens and things like that. All right, I'm gonna mix it up just slightly. I have this wax crayon I pulled from my stash, and I thought I'd just scribble, see what happens if I do this. Add a little texture, plus it just feels fun. If you want a little fun in your journaling today, with simple supplies, grab a plastic bag, some water-soluble markers, if you have a crayon, and we'll give this a try and see what happens. I like that indigo blue. And Shannon Green was saying, you know, just watch out for the mud, but if mud happens, it happens. And I agree. I try to avoid the reds and the greens a bit. And the nice, this plastic bag is what, like a sandwich size? So this is an A5. So it's a pretty good fit. I am, again, gonna extend the paint or markery effect a little bit with my paintbrush. And it's always a bit of a surprise. Ah, there, okay. Can see the wax circles. And yeah, just a little bit. I don't go too far out to the edges because I have that pretty washi tape, and I may use some of that. Lately I've been putting more tabs in my journals. I've also been working in an altar book junk journal, but because this week I was not feeling the best, I'm not double journaling, just this one today. Yeah, so I hope your journaling's going well. Are you a journaler that likes to work day to day in your journal? Do you do weekly spreads? Are you someone who uses mixed media, or you're more of a marker sort of person? I'd love to hear how your journaling's going. I don't know if anyone's just a marker person in journaling, right? How can we be just one thing? All right, moving on. I did more journaling a little later in the video and had some time to journal. So I used my micron on the left to write about some of the Mother's Day fun and then put that trail map in. I added some stickers and I have this, I don't know, this little bit of a tab I'm gonna, I think, put in. And oh yeah, one of the fun things we did on Saturday, Mother's Day weekend, was go to this sign studio, Hammer and Stain. And it's one of those where you make your own sign, like you can do your family name or house number or town or state. So my daughter and I did that and had a blast. It was really great fun. So I put in that business card, and later I might either put in a pic or something, but I have a spot on that. There it is on the back of the tip in there. I don't really know why I added a tab here. And at the top, I'm liking the interactivity, and yeah, I over glued there a bit. So you don't want your tab to, oh yeah, I do know why I did that. Because I wanted to show that's where the hike really started. That's the Wildlife Center and the Welcome Center. I knew there was a reason. This is a little pack of, well, I liked it. It's a mini paper pad, Park Lane, but it is a little bit glossy. So I thought I might use it for like date stickers or something, but I'm not. I'm using it mostly for tabs. And I think later I'll put in these washi tapes. So happy journaling to you. I hope your journaling's enjoyable. Thank you to all subscribers. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for watching.